KC from the Ave.
Yes, sir. We're back in the studio. Good morning. We got a full table once again. This is Spade of Spades podcast. First, just want to say thank you to the network for another successful award show. Thank you to Trump, Tori, and Miss O.
You gotta specify with Trump.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, I know. Yeah.
Like you're talking about.
You can't say Trump, bro.
Yeah. Nah, thank you for them for hosting another successful show. Obviously, we won on the Come Up Award for 2020. So, definitely thank you to the network. It means a lot. Thank you to all the supporters, our family, friends, for tuning into the show for the past almost a year, and just having these difficult conversations with us. Definitely, they're going to continue. They're going to get better. We're going to have better guests, bigger guests, and we got a lot in store for 2021. So, with that being said, you guys want to say anything about the award?
Aim high, man. Get motivated. You know, it's a year that you could change a lot, man. It's a beginning, new beginning. Aim high. You know.
I'm humble. I appreciate you. Y'all too for bringing me on, and for the network for recognizing the good work that we doing, and we gonna keep it pushing. And it's only up from here.
Yeah, and this award isn't about us individually. I look at it as like a win for the community, you know, because it's called On the Come Up. You know, and I feel like as a community, I feel like as a community, like we're on, I feel like as a community, we're gonna come up as a whole. So, we're gonna keep, you know, fighting, you know, put our head down and keep working. So, with that being said, KC, who we got in studio?
My man, Tony Not T, man. Man, tell them who you are. Let them know who you are, what you do, and everything, man.
DC native, producer, creative. I mean, you name it, I do it, man. Jack of all trades.
Yeah, tell us about what you're doing with your producing, your music producing, and everything.
Right now, I'm just working with a few different artists. Of course, I got my home team, my brothers, together, collectively, 3 Diamond Records. Yeah. So we DC and LA based. So we back and forth, coast to coast.
All right, moving.
Yeah,
out there,
something
moving.
like, of course, like I said, just working with different artists from here to LA to wherever, Memphis. They all over, yeah.
What genre y'all typically out there producing?
Hip hop, R&B.
All right, but
sure.
something smooth.
Yeah, something like
I'm vibing.
Peanut butter and jelly,
For the ladies.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Ain't nothing better than that.
Nothing for everybody.
Nah, I feel you.
For everybody, man. How y'all been though?
How's this show? Pretty good.
Huh?
Pretty good. How's it been though?
How's it been for you?
Me?
Yeah, you, bro. You on duty, active duty.
I've been working, and like, you know,
active duty, bro.
You gotta. The world don't stop moving.
Nah,
that's
for sure.
the way I look at it.
For sure.
You always got things to do, either with yourself or for other people around you, your community, whatever. I've been trying to focus on, you know, myself, also giving, also coming out of myself, not being too self-centered, you know. So
Sure,
that's just something like I've been going through, you know, and have to sacrifice not being here because, you know, I really do want to be here. I love, you know, giving out information and trying to help out the community. So that's the main reason why we do this show. Sure. So when I do have to miss that, it's not that I want to, you know?
Yeah.
You was missed. You was missed.
Yeah, nah, I definitely missed the energy. And then the conversations y'all were having while I was gone, definitely was sad that I didn't get to join in.
Yeah, you know,
those. I definitely got information for days on those topics.
Yeah, so we had we had That's Why You're Black pod on for the, you know, past couple of shows. You know, thank you to our sisters for coming on. And
Shout out to them.
Yeah, having a conversation. We're going to have a lot more shows with them because there's a lot more conversations that and not just black folks, but just like men and women we got to have in general with each other that I kind of feel like goes by the wayside. I feel like we had those conversations like when we trying to like bag them and like get their number and all that. But like after a while, like once we both get comfortable, it's like, oh, well, we don't really need to communicate with each other no more because, you know, we kind of already established that rapport. But you still have to remember that at the end of the day, like we're men and they're women and they look at things completely different from us. So.
I mean, we all do the same thing. Everything the way we see is from experience. You know that. Like, so a woman's experience is different from a male's experience. That's why, you know, they are the way they are. They sit there and talk to us the way they do because their experience was probably hard. So that's why they have that attitude or whatever. You know, we see it as attitude. For them, it's just defense mechanism to keep them safe and protect their body. So, you know, that's why, you know. And then we tend to become a certain way where we don't communicate our emotions because we never felt the place to be safe enough to talk about the things we needed to talk about with, you know, the ones we love or whatever. You know, so when it comes down to that, it's just trying to create that balance of communication and a safe haven for everybody to feel safe at the table, not just the male. You know, we can have females at this table. We can all feel safe together and, you know, express ourselves and not feel judged.
Yeah, because Scoop, he kind of touched on it, but he didn't go all in on it. But and we understand, like, around here in the DMV area, like, there's a lot of successful, you know,
it's a lot of talent, a lot of everything around.
Yeah, no, for sure. For women in general,
it's amazing around here. You know, the creativity,
but at the same time, like outside of that, like they watch all these different reality TV shows and
Brainwashing.
and shit like that, and it's brainwashing, and it creates this perception that okay, they have all these different qualifications for themselves, but yet they want this certain guy that doesn't exist.
Yeah, their standards are like almost non-obtainable,
right?
Like, to a certain degree.
It's like us creating a player in Madden.
Exactly.
It's a
they want creative players.
It's a fantasy, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not real.
They
life.
basically want a fantasy draft. Basically, if you look at it as a dude, they want a fantasy draft. I'll take Randy Moss, Tom Brady. Like you're gonna set up.
It's crazy for like the shit that they want versus the shit they would tolerate.
Right.
They want the best nigga, but they're gonna tolerate the worst nigga.
Mm-hmm.
And that shit be so. That shit fucking crazy.
And like looking back after the show, it was some things that I wanted to say and I didn't like think of, and I was like, a lot of females when it comes to good men, a lot of females is afraid of good men. Like they thrown off because they not used to that. You know what I'm saying? They're not used to seeing men open doors and do stuff like that. Like what you on? Like I'm like,
that's true.
I was raised right.
Yeah.
They don't want to do that's right.
Sometimes it's
they
vice
say
versa.
they want a good dude, but they tolerate the bullshit niggas.
I don't get it.
It don't make no sense, bro.
That's true, though.
I really wanted to get their side of it, and I did not think about it at that time.
I wish you would, bro, because
when you told me, when you was like, what you wanted to talk, and I was like, I lost my thought, that was my thought.
Yeah.
So I really wanted to get their side. So next time, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to get their side, because it's crazy. It don't make no sense. Like I said it before in the podcast, I got cussed out for opening the door for Shorty. And I would just open the door for her. She's like, what you doing? What you open the door for me? I ain't about to eat no pussy. I'm like,
that's a fucking mental disease, bro.
I'm like, dang. I was raised right.
But I feel like if you ask that question to a female, they might not have a legit answer.
They might not.
No, she don't want to tell you that. That's a deep answer. I think because most of the time that came from trauma. Because she was taught something else happened to her in that situation where a guy was trying to hold the door and manipulate her and take advantage of her in that situation, act like a nice guy. So women tend to think when men are super nice guys, he's just nice to get in. So it's kind of still another defense. Everything comes from trauma.
And I was
and
I was from college. Mode. She was from Milwaukee, so you know what I'm saying. She had a whole different way of life. You feel me? So, but that's females, period. You know what I'm saying. A lot of females go through that, not to the degree of her, but just seeing a good dude, just honestly wanting to see how you doing and all that, and they just like, what I'm saying, why you asking all this, like why you? I'm like, I'm concerned. I'm asking how your day is. You know what I'm saying, I'm wondering how you doing, like. You know what I'm saying? What's the issue? You know what I'm saying? I just want to know that. You know what I'm saying? Why do I ain't gonna say most. Why do some females afraid of good men?
You gotta have someone model that for you. Also, like you gotta have a good father around for you.
Yeah, that's true.
I also think it's a generational thing. Like a lot of older women that at least I've encountered want a good dude. It's our generation.
Yeah, the older women, they really love a nice, sweet young man. I'm gonna tell y'all, them older women.
Oh my god!
Oh yeah, you coming over there and like she gonna treat you nice. Then she love it, nice, sweet. A mannerism. She's like, oh, your mannerism point, you working? Oh, you don't, I got you. I got with us.
Yeah, they gonna take care of you for sure.
I'm trying to. I'm a server in Bowie. You know what I'm saying? So getting like older women, groups of older women, taking the tables.
More attracted to you because you big and you look all.
They're wild.
Like I want me a.
They're wild. They be like 3-4 of them at a time. I'm like get attention. I'm like dang. I'm like what y'all doing? And then they end up selling on the least looking one. The least best looking one. I'm like dang. I'm like come on now y'all. Like. You talking the most, but you want me to hang with her. I'm like, come on now. I'm like, they gotta be a mutual attraction. They gotta be. But what's the name? It's ridiculous. Like they have like the audacity to do things that young girls not gonna do. Ain't no random young girl, you know what I'm saying, gonna grab your ass. Like I had a grandma grab my ass.
Oh man, I am gonna be honest.
Like what's that? I'm like, ma'am, that's me. I'm like, what you mean? What's that? You got my whole cheek in your hand. You talking about what's that?
Girl grab my ass, bro. She might get popped. I don't even hit women, bro, but I might pop her motherfucking ass.
Savage, bro. I had young girls do that. I don't really appreciate that, but don't get mad when I slap your joint back. But you feel me? But I know don't get that.
That's the charge. You get a charge.
And you can't do it.
The comments, there's a lot of comments. They say a lot of things. I get the arm rub. I get the rub on my bicep or the shoulder.
Just like how they was saying that we don't like the energy when like we just want to have sex and like don't talk to us, just straight sex. Y'all don't like that. Y'all don't like that same energy back to y'all either.
Nah, for sure.
Come on now, let's talk about it.
Nah, because you know, when I was in Cali, going back to the door situation, I had took somebody out, had opened my car door for her, and she looked at me like I was crazy. I'm like, "What's wrong? You forgetting something?" She was like, "You opened the car door for me. Is that weird? Am I not supposed to do that?"
It's so crazy how they so disconnected with the bare minimum. Like the fucking bare minimum.
It's
like,
scary, bro.
It really takes
no sense.
It's scary, man.
It takes patience to really like sit there and teach them that new part that they're missing. It's a lot of patience that you have to really be understanding to have, because most of the time you're not gonna see it as this person is really just never had something like this, and I gotta show them how they really supposed to be treated. So they just get so intimidated. They probably run away sometimes. Like
Nah, facts. They do.
They gonna run away.
Some of them do run away.
Yeah, and I feel like we on our side when the girl is more aggressive and more, take reins of the relationship, we throw back at that. You know what I'm saying? They aggressive. They more on the side of what we supposed to be doing, but they doing it. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Far as like
taking the lead on a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
finances.
Yeah, not finances.
I mean, but that's most of the time when they will get aggressive.
I ain't gonna lie,
I'm not. I wasn't thinking finances, but a lot of dudes do get. Like we was talking about, a lot of dudes do get like intimidated about if a female make more than them. You know what I'm saying? But not just that, just, taking the lead far as, this is what we gonna do and this is how we gonna do it. Yeah. Are you okay? They're like, okay, I'm supposed to be doing this. I'm supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to be on the other side of it. And a lot of men don't like aggressive women. You know what I'm saying?
She knew what she wanted.
I find it refreshing.
I know for me, like something like that, that's not really being aggressive though. That's just speaking up and like having your partner's back. Mm-hmm. They just communicating. If you have a problem with your woman, like trying to hold you down and make sure you straight and you good. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, as men, like I was trying to tell them, like all we want is peace. Mm-hmm. For sure. We want peace. You know what I'm saying? Even though we get beat down in the public spotlight. In movies it's created, to cast us in a violent manner. But like, to be honest, like we're not violent people at all. Yeah. We're very peaceful people. So to want to have that in your home and have that, stability and peace of mind, like that's all we care about. All the extra shit that happens outside our doors, like we don't care.
That's true.
We leave that to them. Come home and talk about that.
As long as it's not in your home.
As long as it's not. As long as it don't come across our door. As long as it don't come across our doors, like we don't care what happens outside our homes. Like we don't. Because we so worried about what we try and do on a daily basis.
Exactly.
Facts.
And that's what I was trying to tell them too. As far as they might have the same shit to deal with that we do, but like we're the tip of the spear. Mm-hmm. When it comes to
basically
leading our households. You know what I'm saying? So if the tip of the spear is taken away, then it's like it creates a snowball effect with everything. When kids come involved,
family don't get fed.
Right, your families don't get fed. Bills don't get paid. It creates that trauma that we all talking about at this table that we have to deal with on an everyday basis. With each other as men and our women.
That's true.
Yeah, the one thing you can always want is I feel like is a woman that's going to support you. As long as she got your back more than anything, there shouldn't be nothing else that matters. She got your back. Everybody else is just going to be against you for real. Yeah. Like they don't want you to be happy if they're not happy. If they're happy, it's cool. All right, y'all good. Y'all mind your business. We mind our business. But if they're not happy, they want to ruin you pretty much too.
It's something about that feeling when you got a girl that you feel like that got your back, Slim.
You feel like that nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
When you got a girl that's
you feel me?
down,
Like
you definitely feel like that nigga.
You know what I'm saying? You got your, you know, you got your brothers, you got your friends. You know what I'm saying? You got your family. You know what I'm saying? But when you got that one girl,
that sidekick,
you know what I'm saying?
You ain't got to worry about that.
That you feel that got your back, and you could come home to after strong, you know, after a long day of work, and you know what I'm saying, just be there. You know what I'm saying? It's something about that, Slim.
Be present.
It's
that's an amazing feeling.
Yeah, for sure.
You in the moment.
That from a dude that hasn't had a relationship for a long period of time, often, I look back at it, I'm like, even though my ex, I don't miss at all. I miss having somebody there. You know what I'm saying?
But no, bro.
I like the way you emphasize that.
At all. I just miss having somebody, you know, there.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You know, and I think that's part of the problem also too, dealing with, you know, like our women, is that a lot of them feel like they can't be alone.
Bro,
they have to have somebody in their back pocket or in their front pocket or whatever.
I was just talking about this last night.
Like, damn, you got all this shit going on in your life, and you trying to put it on me. And you know what I'm saying? Before I came along, the shit that you dealt with don't got nothing to do with me. Nothing. All of a sudden, like you bringing it towards me. I'm trying to help you. You know, and I feel like we got to do more, and we talked about mental health on the show before, but we got to do more and be honest with ourselves as far as our mental health. You know, it's okay to say, you know what, I need help. I need to go see a therapist. Or I need to go talk to somebody.
So look, I got two outlooks on what you were saying.
Yeah.
So about like how women feel like they can't be alone. I kind of feel like that's another generational thing. Because if you look at, like, I would say your great grandmother, your aunts, they don't mind being by themselves. Like, they okay with coming home and just cooking and just being peaceful in their own home. So I do think it's a generational thing. It's a lot of younger females
especially
who feel like they got so many options. They just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, their boyfriend Jesus.
Yeah, exactly.
My grandmother, though, look at the aunties though and grandmothers though, their experience. You got to think they already lost a lot.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So, that's the only reason to make them.
A lot of them widows.
They already took their L's. They took their L's. Nah, but I understand.
A lot of these females don't want to take the L.
Yeah.
They scared to take the L.
They too afraid to take L. You got to take L's in life. That's the only way you learn. That's like they act like that one L just. It's just fire. It's like spontaneous combustion is just over. It's like, no, it's not that bad. Everybody got to take L's. Dudes, we take the most L's. We got to sit on them.
We take L's every fucking day.
I think we expect L's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, for sure.
I'm about to take L's.
If I didn't take so many L's, I would never learn.
All my L's going to come with V's next to them, bro. You hear me?
It's like females afraid of L's, and we are used to them to a fault.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Like, you ever go through a situation, you're like, man, I'm already about to prepare myself to take this L. You know what I'm saying? And not even taking the L. You know what I'm saying?
Right, you're already going to it thinking like, all right, I might take this L, and I'm whatever.
That mental preparation.
If it happens, it happens. It don't.
But
you feel
I think as men though, we gotta reprogram ourselves too.
Indeed.
Like, bro, we can't always think we about to take this L.
Yeah.
We gotta
fight back, communicate. It's not even about like taking L's sometimes, but you're right, because I learned that most of the time the problem is you never said nothing. You never spoke your mind, never spoke on how you felt. That's the only problem. We never communicate.
Yeah. So going back to the mental health thing. So I think that plays a part into the mental health. But I will say, I went to therapy for a whole year. Like, that shit was probably the best thing that ever happened to me. Like, I was going once a week for a whole entire year. Yeah. And
as you being grown?
Yeah, this was like 2019. Yeah, so like
pre-COVID.
Yeah, so that was like, I just encourage everybody to do that shit.
I haven't been to therapy since I was like in high school.
Nah, definitely do it as a grown man.
Brother man had an IEP, you know what I'm saying? So that was part of it. And I talked about it before. I rejected because I was young. I wasn't trying to, do none of that. But for real, it helped me out because at that time I was dealing with the past of my dad.
Okay.
And I needed to let that out because I was letting out my anger in different situations where I didn't need to be at.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So talking, that's why I'm expressive now.
Yeah, me too.
I probably talk a little bit too much.
I feel like that too. I'm like, hold up.
That's
I'm
how
way
it always
too
goes.
much, right?
Because I know,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I be talking
No
too
in
much. I'm
between.
like, why the fuck?
Yeah, nah, for sure. For sure.
Shut up. But you already have a conversation and they
know.
talk about their situation.
For sure.
I'm stuck. But you need to have that because I've been there where I balled it up.
Yeah.
Put my stuff in
That
situations.
shit come out
I was
bad,
not
yeah.
supposed to be.
That shit come out terrible.
Come around the corner, but like, yeah, I remember you did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is my issue with karma. With people when they do shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They think karma is a skinny 90-pound girl.
Nah.
It's not.
That shit gonna come.
No disrespect to the actor, but it's precious. You know, it's gonna come down hard on you. And it's big. And gravity don't like it.
Hey. Precious.
You know what I'm saying?
Karma,
Nah, for
they
real,
hold a
though.
lot of weight, bro. That shit no joke,
Come
son.
out of the blue,
Yeah, that shit no joke.
and it's hard, and it's big.
And people think karma is just gonna come back on them.
nah.
That shit come back on your family, your
Generations.
children, all
You
types
wonder
of
why
shit.
they-
Yeah, that shit.
Everybody got the same trauma now, and you wonder
Exactly.
why y'all all
You tryna-
repeating
yeah.
the same pattern.
Trying to figure out why. Cause yo monkey.
Yeah. Everybody messed up in your family. You trying to figure out why.
Yeah, like, scratching your head like, damn, like why the fuck you so fucked up?
Yeah.
You
That's
coming
that-
down to your kids real hard, and they looking at you like, shit, I got it from you.
Nah, no bug. That's real. That's real.
That's a segue to another in the conversation that black families need to have about their past.
Bruh.
If I don't know nothing about my past, how I'm supposed
Boy,
to
we
know,
coming with the haymakers
Bro, you
today,
know
man.
today, bro.
I'm supposed to
Yeah,
know what I'm going through.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like somebody brought up granddad. Like me knowing about my granddad now,
Yeah.
some of the stuff that I go through and my thoughts, it's like, okay, I know why I had them thoughts.
Yeah,
I know
for sure.
why I'm going through something like this. Now I know why my interaction with females is a certain way.
For sure.
Because my granddad was a Rolling Stone. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking he was just, well, he was just a pastor, you know, that everybody respected, but he also was out here.
Yeah.
Like the Temptation
Double
song
life,
was about
bro.
him.
Yeah.
That Temptation song was about him. You know what I'm saying?
that's
So
just
getting
scary
to
when you
learn
live in a
about your
double life.
past.
You said
you
not the
can-
Temptations song.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But learn about your past and let you know about your present and your future. How you want to dictate your future.
Nah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because you could break the change in your family
Yeah.
Ah, for
that
real.
Yeah.
that been happening over and over, the cycle
Yeah.
that y'all been going through. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I think my family have a spirit of complacency. And I'm like, where is it coming from? And then like hearing about the past, I'm like, oh, this is where it's coming from.
It makes
There's a lot of
sense. Yeah.
trauma,
Yeah.
You know, in this family, ain't nobody talking about. So we just being complacent because we scared to do certain things.
Nah, for sure.
Like we need to talk about this. Like all all families. Period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Need to talk about their past.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we can move forward, so we can know why, you know what I'm saying, why, nephew Tommy is dealing with what he dealing with.
Yeah.
Why Aunt Charlene dealing with what she dealing with. You know
I
what I'm
low-key
saying?
want to know
Because
where
we
it
don't
come
know.
from, though, because, like, from at least my experience, it start with, like, the great-grandparents. It's almost like they just try to hide everything, sweep everything under the rug. And I don't know, from my own experience, like, older people, it's like this tough love thing. So, like, my great-grandmother, love her to death. She passed in, like, 2016. But I know for a long time, I used to say, I love you. And she used to be like, all right. Like, she never said it back. So I always wondered, like, what happened to her where she wasn't that expressive. So I think it's just, like, just looking back at, like, generational things, like, we just really got to have those conversations for sure.
I think the onus with that comes on our older family members
For sure.
because they've been around longer and they've seen what occurred or might have occurred.
sure.
Like for us, like we're just getting to the point now where we're trying to, I guess, like play catch up
Yeah, for sure.
and try to like reveal
Unravel,
everything,
yeah.
unravel everything, and we don't really understand. And we can ask those questions,
Yeah.
and not get anything because they're not prepared to have that conversation. Well,
Yeah.
how are we supposed to break these generational
Generational curses, for sure.
Yeah.
if
if we don't talk about it.
If y'all as like the leaders of our family not willing to sit down and have this conversation,
that should be,
and that could be frustrating too.
Yeah, no, for sure.
All right, y'all. With that being said, we're gonna head take a break right now.
For sure.
All right.
See, they got
I was trying to get that break. I was like,
KC from the Ave.
Y'all have a big nigga dance like that?
All right, we back.
Let's get it in. Don't let me see me in no go-go. Vic no. Vic no.
Oh, I'm the go-go head.
Slip.
Yeah, I'm the
No,
go-go
let's
head,
not. Let's
bro.
not go there. Let's
I'm
not
the
go
go-go
there.
head. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Let's not go there.
Listen,
Coach G. Coach G on the live. Okay.
I don't think nobody got more go-go picks than me.
Yeah, that's Don. Right?
I ain't about to lie,
He was
bro.
in there, though.
Bro, I was.
You know what
Bruh.
though? Like when I was
Lot of
younger,
miles
like
young,
I wasn't really like worried about taking pictures. I was worried about partying.
we was partying.
Bruh.
Back then we was partying.
I was partying,
and
but-
a lot of them we took, and then fights happened, and we had to get our money back, and it was, it was over. We
Bruh.
couldn't get the picture.
Yeah.
It was legendary pictures that I took.
Bruh.
That had I
Don't
couldn't
even
get
know
them
where they
developed.
are.
No.
You just been so
You
lit.
tripping.
You know what I'm
I tell you how
saying?
the
I got them all, bro. I got
This
them all.
was one on the CFE on my birthday that was so lit, but Bubba wanted to fight. I'm like, come on, man.
Bro, I
Can
missed
you
my
wait till
prom.
reaction? Can you wait till reaction finish playing?
I missed my prom to go to a go-go, bro.
Oh,
Yeah, that's how a go-go head out here,
wow, you missed your prom.
bro. Fuck the prom,
Prom
bro.
night was
I wanted to
wonderful
party at the
night,
CFE, bro.
Nah, man, you
I ain't
gotta
about
go
to
see
lie.
a prom,
Nah,
man.
I ain't
Fuck
go to
that
prom too. We was
Bro,
at Lago.
we was
at
the same
Lago. I
school,
ain't go
bro.
to prom.
Fuck that prom shit, bro. We in the CFE, bro. We partying.
I love go-go, not enough to miss my prom though. That's like a
Bro,
once in a
fuck the
lifetime
prom,
thing.
bro.
Awesome, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck the prom, bro.
It was just all hype. Prom was all hype to me,
Bruh,
bro.
that shit-
It wasn't a prom for me. It was who I was with. So that's probably why I said I wasn't the best prom for that.
I ain't really had
My
it.
go-go. The go-go, I feel like the go-go was more lit than my prom would have been, bro.
She was my.
Because I was really with all my niggas, bro.
You feel me? So yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Nah. Back to where we was though. You had top
so
it on
back
the generational
back to,
curses.
trauma in past families. I feel that a lot of old people, an older generation, they push things under the rug because back in those times, you had to just deal with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You had to
Suck that shit up.
Different times. Different times.
Go for it. Because back then it was kind of like the Wild Wild West.
Yeah.
Especially, you know, with black families. You know what I'm saying? Going through the civil rights era and all that. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff that they just had to just suck up and just
That shit
go
on the chin.
forward. But and they do that with family issues too, because they so used to doing that. And back then was such the Wild West, you can realize just kill somebody and get away with it easy. Like easy. Or the rate easy. You know what I'm saying? And they were so used to back then just let's just move forward, you know what I'm saying? And instead of dealing with that, and then you getting older, and then you having kids, and your sister having kids, and you know all this, and they having the same problems. You haven't brought that up because you was used to, you know, just going with the flow and keep it pushing. We just gotta keep it pushing because we can't look back at it instead of dealing with the problems. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like a little bit of how it was back in the day and what we had to go through as people on that specific part about us as black folk, minorities, period. You know what I'm saying? I think that has a lot to do with that because they had to just deal with it. You know what I'm saying? All right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Let's just go for it instead of dealing with it. You feel me?
I would say it's like all that stuff still exists because we still carry most of the stuff that we was implanted back there. Like even, it's sad to say, I know a lot of people won't feel me on this one, but it comes back to even Christianity, like how black people still heavily supporting that. No matter which I say, it's been placed upon you for a reason to change your brain thinking. You know, people place this book in front of you to change your belief, everything, so you won't want what they want. So you just want this bottle of water. Well, I have this nice, beautiful microphone. I'm able to deliver all types of messages I want, but you could just settle with a little bit of water. You know, that's how I see it. You could just have that and I get more out of life. I'm going to just limit you there. Put this cap on your head, you know, so you can never come outside of that. That's all you have. You have a limit right here. And that's the only, the biggest issue I see, that we limit ourselves to what other people placed upon us.
That's real, bro. I don't even have nothing to say about that shit, bro. That shit deep, bro.
But it's that deep though.
Yeah, no, for sure.
It's a systematic thing that's been for a long time, and like, you know, our history books in school didn't teach us any of this shit.
I had to go to HBCU. I went to Morgan State.
I ain't go to college.
Shout out to Morgan for that.
Shout out to TU.
Damn, bro. Yeah, out there, bro.
I was on the map.
Out there, bro.
You feel me? I wasn't on the map.
Nah, we was running, and, you know, we was taught, well, shit, Christopher Columbus discovered America. Yeah, no, he did. You know what I'm saying?
You see just what people could get away with in this country. Look at that message. You got away lying in textbooks, everything, and copywritten information that was fraud. Even with copywritten information
the origins of holidays. It's terrible origins when it comes to holidays.
This is Halloween and
Valentine. Bro, it gets crazy.
What happens around holiday times? Most of the time, you spending more money. There's gonna be more DUIs, more like money spent to the community because of everything that's going on. More taxes is getting, like, all that money that's coming back. So why not have something that is gonna make people go broke and have to just give, you know, their money to us? Sure. You know, capitalize off of this. Let's capitalize. We know people like that have fun.
Let's keep robbing these people.
They want to get caught in the moment. That's it. They're distracted. Only people who are distracted get caught in the moment.
Sure.
And they try to use that on us. And those are marketing techniques. They use a whole bunch of psychology on black people, all people. Not even black people aren't the only ones scared and just like lost. There are white people like that too. There are Asian people. There are all ethnicities. It's not just black people. It's all ethnicities.
For sure.
They have some of them that don't grow because their elders limit their elders placed this limit on them.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to say just only black families, just all families, but specific.
Yeah, I get what you meant by that.
Yeah.
I want to go back real quick to talk about cause I remember like as a younger boy, and I had both my parents in my life, still do, but I remember like, as a younger boy hearing, like a good, strong, like black woman makes a man better. And I remember hearing it as a younger boy and was like, man, get the fuck out of here. That ain't true. But like, when we was talking about like having that good, stable support system, like, now that I'm older and I understand things better, like, no, that really is true. Like having a good, strong black woman makes you better. For sure. It makes you do things that you thought you couldn't even do.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, it's not even, I say, a black woman or whatever. It's having the right support. Even as a child, you realize the children who learn the best are the ones who have support at home. Their parents give them all the support they need. That's it. Yeah, that's why they're so bright. Because they got the support they need to feel like they can do anything. Yeah. That's it. That's the only reason why they learn so good.
That's where it starts. It's at home.
Like, at home. If you don't give your child the confidence, they're never going to feel like they can do anything. Yeah. And especially if the parent doesn't have it, then they're going to pass that same lack of confidence down
to the and then they gonna get older. That kid gonna get older. It's gonna pass it down to their kid. That's the whole generational thing that
no confidence
that need to be broken.
Yeah, we all gotta care about what other people think because we don't have no confidence.
Right now, I think social media plays a big part in that too.
Social media tearing us apart.
Man, what? That's
making us the worst enemies.
That shit is sick, bro.
There's pros and cons to everything.
No, for sure. I see more cons with social media than pros stuff. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, because I see some good stuff out there. You think it's 50-50?
You think it's 50-50?
I think that you gotta get how strong and hate.
I think it's 50-50.
Bro, it's so much negativity on fucking
social media and the bad from social media. I think it's 50-50.
The positive stuff do not weigh as heavy as the hate. That's the only reason.
Yeah, man.
That's what
I think it is.
The negative.
Okay, so my only outlook on that too is
I've seen some wonderful stuff.
But it's based on what you follow.
I seen like some crazy wonderful stuff on social media, bruh.
This nigga looking at flowers and shit.
But it sounds good to look sound like a bright ass day.
I'm just saying, bruh.
Wonderful,
I see
beautiful,
some heartwarming stuff on Instagram, and I also see some shit. You know what I'm saying? That made me want to jump off a bridge.
Nah, for sure.
How often do you like unless you set your feed that way? How often do people that's in your area that's gonna post that heartwarming stuff?
I'm telling you, it's 50-50.
50-50?
50-50.
I'm gonna be honest.
Look, okay, it's not even like what you follow. Go on your explore page, bro. It's a lot of negative shit on there.
I don't go on my explore page a lot. So I'm not gonna hold you.
That's why
I'm not gonna hold you. I don't go on my explore page.
You need to.
I go on my news feed a lot, but I don't go on my explore page a lot.
Hey, look.
So on my news feed. I'm gonna say it's 50-50. How about
that's why I say it's based on what you follow. Yeah, based on what you follow for sure.
How about that?
For sure.
The explore page is wicked, man.
That shit is wicked.
That shit demonic, bro.
It is
nowadays,
demonic.
They got it like how YouTube, they got relative videos. So you watch some like IGTV, you a swipe. And you don't know what you about to swipe into. You know what I'm saying? You might swipe into a whole, you know what I'm saying?
Swipe into that silhouette challenge.
or you swipe into a whole conspiracy that you didn't even want to know about. But that silhouette challenge going off the chain.
That buzz it challenge in the silhouette.
Did y'all see the Dom joint? The Dom joint?
No.
She was naked with the dildo. Like, fool. Titties out, all out like this. All out. She all out. And got the dildo like this.
Yeah. Yo, but see, okay, this and once again, and this is what we were trying to tell our sisters here at the table too. You know, you got all these fucking challenges, right? The busted challenge, the silhouette challenge, and y'all wonder why no man want to fuck with y'all.
No, they want to.
Good man.
They want to fuck him. They don't want to fuck with him.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it.
Yeah.
It's a bar.
Yeah. Yeah. They want to fuck him. They don't want to fuck with him, though.
Right.
That's a bar.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm giving out free game.
Yeah, nah, for real.
For sure.
On the flip side, just because a female expresses their sexuality, that doesn't mean they're not a good female, though.
I agree with that
for sure
as well.
Yeah.
But perception is everything. I
Yeah,
understand.
but,
saying,
but like I still want to help him out with that because like there are females out there that just love this. They build so much confidence, and that's the way they show their confidence is showing their body. So like, and for guys to take advantage of that, it's not right. You know, like I do feel like you still should be proud of your body. And still feel if you want to show your body off, you should feel comfortable doing that. Like there are some dudes that just take advantage of, you know, just because she likes to be free and open with her creativity. Sure. That's creativity. It's art, like modeling and all that stuff.
Exactly.
Then other people take advantage of that. Like, oh yeah, like. Dude, she know what she doing. Like, just out there. So
I think it's a way to do it too. Like, it got to be tasteful.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a difference of being expressive than being a thought.
Yeah, because if you're gonna consider art,
it's a thin difference. It's a thin line. Yeah, it's a difference.
Yeah, it's definitely a difference.
Fucking thin line.
There's a difference. You know what I'm saying?
Some people hate on there. Like, I think it's the ones with art that get hated on more than the ones without the art. Like the ones who don't do it for art, just they get accepted. Like, oh yeah, let's look at her, let's watch this. You know, see just something to turn us on.
Sure.
But the ones who do it for art, they kind of tend to bash them and like be more negative.
They don't get the views that they deserve.
Yeah,
for sure.
You doing this for a passion? No. Turn me on.
I don't be tripping, hard about seeing all that on Instagram. If I wanted to see all that, I can watch porn. You know what I'm saying?
Instagram is a new porn.
Twitter is.
Twitter
is definitely
Twitter. Twitter, yeah.
Yo,
Twitter, you
I don't even know how. I can't even tweet.
You see it a lot.
I gotta turn my brightness down when I get on Twitter, bro. Yeah, man.
Hey, you don't need the app either.
You don't even do it.
I gotta turn my brightness down.
Google Twitter pages. Twitter porn pages, and it's gonna come up. You don't need the app or nothing.
Nah.
Yo, Twitter be lit, yeah.
Y'all a savage up there.
Nah, low key, I be preaching on Twitter though. I be preaching like shit on Twitter.
I seen you out there trying to get a free game. I be reporting.
I be giving out free game on Twitter.
That's one thing I gotta get on. I gotta get on Twitter, bro.
Niggas need to follow.
It's
Twitter,
hard.
bro. I be giving out free
game.
game.
To be like that social every day on Twitter, that network. You know,
I don't do it every day, but like I don't know, certain shit be happening to me like certain days, and I just feel like I gotta talk. Yeah, I just need to say it, get it off my chest. But yeah,
that's how it be.
Twitter be lit.
I mean, at least you're not like where everybody gotta start normalizing is expressing yourself and not calling people crazy or just because they want to talk. Oh, they just mad. No, sometimes you just don't. You don't want to see them. You just want to call them crazy. You want them to be miserable like you.
Yeah, like no.
Yeah, like
that's some bullshit.
No,
it's
like, for sure.
Everybody knows a lot of bullshit going on in this country. Like, like a lot of stuff that we can't even be proud of, even in our communities to other communities and so on in this country. But it's, I don't know. I got lost.
Nah, we have to normalize. Well, get back to normalizing. Just expressing ourselves.
Sure.
Like especially as men, because like as men, like we're terrible at expressing ourselves. Mm-hmm. You know, because the perception is, oh, if we express ourselves, oh,
we weak.
You weak.
Yeah.
You know.
I think the best thing I ever learned was how to communicate and deliver messages. Like being able to find the words that I need to say and like, oh shit. Now that's a lot better. I said it in a nice way because my temper probably was like the worst thing for me when I'm trying to express myself. I get a little hype and I'm like, I can't get the words out. Anxiety,
I think something like that, dude. Like how we stated before, it kind of started at home too. Because I know for like
always
me and my mother, like that's like my best friend. I could tell my mother anything. If I'm out here smashing the girl and some shit pop off, I'm like, I call my mother and be like, hey ma, such and such happened. So. She made it easier for me to be able to like express myself talking to her. But other females outside of like my mother, my sister, I'm not really expressing myself, bro. Like it starts at home, I think. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, nah, you right about that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's something about a black mom, bro.
Yeah. I think my mother made it a great balance between being my mother and my friend. So
it also gotta be a balance.
No, that's what I'm saying. It has to be.
Like I'm glad you like specified.
The type of mom that
My mother definitely whipped my ass. But
she definitely whipped my ass.
Yeah.
But she showed love to everybody.
Yeah, my mother too.
Even though I didn't, sometimes I was just like, Mom, let's not take him home today. Can I?
Bruh, I be telling my mother, bro, you too nice, bro. Tell that nigga no, man. Fuck that nigga.
It's everybody's favorite mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I was in Duval, we was playing football team. He can.
Hold up. What year you go to Duval, bro?
06 to 10.
Damn, bro, that's crazy. I don't even remember you in there. I went to Duval.
When?
They went for 1 year.
I know you look
No, I
familiar.
went for 2. Yeah.
You look familiar from what years to what years?
I left and
Well, after our sophomore year?
I left in 09.
You left in 09, after our sophomore year.
Yeah. Because 09, I left and went to Largo.
after our junior year.
No, that was after our junior year.
After our junior year. When
No, that was after sophomore year.
I graduated 2010, but I graduated from Largo.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
it depends on what year. Yeah. But nah, that was our junior year, bro. Because we graduated in 10.
It was. Yeah.
That was our junior year. I mean, I was different. I ain't had none of this.
Yeah.
And I had a mohawk.
Oh, you gonna have to show me that, bro. Because
I show you.
I had glasses and my dress was little. I had little gerbil droplets, bro.
Yeah,
That's
but,
crazy though.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, we often do, bro. That's crazy.
That's wild.
But what's the name? Back to what I was saying. My mom was the type of mom where, when I was saying he can tell you this, she will. I'll be on JV, and she'll have Gatorade and chips for JV and varsity.
That's love, though.
But that's
Even when I was on varsity,
That's love,
she
though.
still had extra for JV.
That's love.
You feel me?
she building a community.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. But you know what? Stuff like
She's
that,
a leader.
it's going to come full circle to her. That's why
You feel me?
karma could be bad or good, in my opinion. So, like, her going out her way, make sure everybody's straight, it's going to come back on her in the best way. Like,
And I see, and I'm glad she was like that because I got some of that.
Yeah,
you know what
that's
I'm
for
saying?
sure.
When my friends be like, bro, you the glue. If it wasn't for you,
we wouldn't be.
we wouldn't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
sure.
And that comes from the household.
For sure. Everything started at home, man.
You got to know
I'm
your
telling you.
parents so you can know yourself.
For sure.
And you came from them.
For sure.
Either it came out of them or they feel help you create you.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So it starts from home. It does.
I 100% agree with that.
They feed you information and biological information, DNA, genetics.
Sure.
So yeah.
Yes, sir.
That shit run deep.
It does.
For sure.
Way deeper than the surface.
No, for real. Niggas gotta really tap in though. They don't want to have this conversation. A lot of people don't want to have this conversation. For
They're
sure.
afraid. They don't want to know what they
Exactly.
granddaddy did.
They scared of the exposure.
what?
Yeah.
With who? Have an auntie that I don't know about? You know what I'm saying? They don't want to know about that.
You gotta get uncomfortable to get comfortable.
For sure. Your back gotta be up against that wall. Yeah, nah, that's a bar. Bro. Write that down, bro. Write that down.
I made my notes.
You can fuck with her.
Yeah.
Not low key.
You either gonna fuck with her or fuck with her, man.
Low key, I be spit. I'm not an artist, but like sometimes I be posting. I be like, yeah.
Talk your shit, Slam. Talk your shit, Slam.
All right, that's it for today's show. Appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Appreciate y'all having me, man, for
Go ahead
sure.
and give them your Instagram and
Instagram is tntxofficial. My Twitter handle is the same. Snapchat is the same. That's tntxofficial.
Because he about to blow up.
the website on your group, everything.
Oh yeah, so man, appreciate you, bro. Plug me in, bro. Appreciate you.
Yeah, don't forget all that.
My label with my brothers will be 3 Diamond Records. We got website. It's a link in the bio. We just dropped merch. 3 Diamond hoodies.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Trying to get one. I need that.
We got new merch coming soon. We just talked about it last night. We got new singles dropping. Just be on the lookout for everything.
Got heat coming.
2021. Turn up.
Yeah. Me and KC about to work together. You know what I'm saying? 3 Diamond Records. Yeah, for sure. Throw up your threes, bruh. You know what I mean? The 3 definitely stand for the 301, where we all from. So, 3 diamonds in the rough.
All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. This is Spade of Spades podcast. We'll see y'all in a couple weeks. We out. Be safe.
Peace. Appreciate y'all, man, again.